2 vows were shattered on a single night. His promise of eternal love and my pledge to remain faithful. This transpired on our 20th wedding anniversary, an event seemingly indistinguishable from any other, save for the fact that my husband had overlooked it. No flowers, no dinner, not even a casual reminder. Upon arriving home, he discarded his boots, switched on the television, and inquired if there was any leftover chicken from the previous night. That was all. Yet someone acknowledged the day. Our pastor, Pastor Perry, did. He encircled me in his office that evening, affirming my beauty and value as a woman deserving respect. In response, I allowed the embrace to linger excessively and the silence to deepen until my tears dampened his collar. Exiting that room an hour later, I was no longer the woman who had entered, but the most disheartening truth. I am still unsure if I regret it. Prior to proceeding, I simply want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your presence here. If you have already subscribed to this channel, my appreciation extends sincerely to you. Your support is crucial. For those of you who are new and returning viewers who haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, why wait? It's the power source that keeps this channel vibrant and active. Don't forget to share your feelings in the comments section. I'm eager to learn what resonates with you from my stories. Now let me take you back to the beginning. My name is Sherry, residing in a town near Wichita, Kansas. I've been married to Sean for 20 years. We met when I was 25 and he was 28. He used to make me laugh so much that I'd forget to breathe. He'd hold my hand in church, but things shifted over time. The fear of the mortgage, our children growing up, and the monotonous routines of daily life caused Sean to lose sight of me. I transformed into a fixture at home, something familiar, something useful, but not something treasured. So when our anniversary arrived this year, I hoped he would recall. I dropped hints. I marked the date on the calendar, reminded him a week prior, but on that day nothing, no message, note, or acknowledgement, not even a glance. I suppressed my dismay as I had done for years. But that night, after cleaning dishes in quiet solitude and watching Sean snore on the recliner, I felt suffocated. I jumped into my car and drove aimlessly, shedding tears and guided by headlights. Somehow, my vehicle steered towards the church. It was a Wednesday evening Bible study session. Upon entering, the service had concluded, and people were leaving. I tried to depart unnoticed, but Pastor Perry, who had known us for over a decade, noticed me. He approached with a friendly smile and inquired, "Are you okay, Sister Sherry?" I nodded, "Leet." However, my teary eyes spoke the truth. He guided me to his office, offered water, closed the door, and said, "Share your feelings with me." Acknowledging today was our anniversary, I broke down and told him about the loneliness, the silence, and the slow demise of my marriage. He heard me, not as a parishioner, but as a fellow man. He conveyed to me that I deserved visibility, affection, regard. He asserted I remained luminous, still of worth in God's eyes and any reasonable person's. His words filled a void that had been empty for far too long. And when he grasped my hand, I did not resist. When he rose and extended his arms, I stepped into them. But at the stroke of 10, I remained in that room where 2 promises crumbled in an instant. My actions that night altered everything, but what transpired next was the real calamity. Sleeplessness overtook me that night. I fixated on the ceiling in my bedroom as Sean snored next to me, just like he did on our anniversary night. The only difference now, everything had transformed. The scent of Perry's cologne still lingered on my skin. My thoughts kept returning to the tremble in his hands as he withdrew, the crack in his voice when he murmured, "May God forgive me." However, the most distressing part was not what I did. The simplicity of the act left me unsettled. The following morning found Sean leaving early, complaining about bills and yard work. He kissed my forehead absent-mindedly, promising return by 6, departing without a second glance. In the kitchen, robed, my hands trembled over the coffee pot. I felt like I'd become 2 people. One who cooked, smiled, and held our family together, and another who did the unthinkable behind a secured church office door. I convinced myself it was a single mistake, but errors don't usually spark spirals. Errors don't typically leave you yearning for a voice that made you feel alive in years. By Friday, I received a message from Perry. "You needn't respond. I merely wish to express, I am praying for you. I never intended to overstep, but I can't shake him off my mind. As I gazed at the text, time stretched. I should have deleted it. I should have blocked him. Instead, I preserved it. I saved it as a memento. Like an injury, I wasn't ready for recovery. The subsequent Sunday, I averted my gaze from him throughout the service. He delivered a message on forgiveness, temptation, and vessels once broken still being utilized by God. Every word seemed to scorch my skin. Nevertheless, I hung on to each syllable as days turned into weeks, and when I believed I had weathered the storm, Sean returned home unexpectedly. He expressed remorse for overlooking our anniversary. He had scheduled a dinner for us the following weekend at a steakhouse. Just the two of us. My heart plummeted, not due to guilt, but because I was no longer convinced I wished to be with him. The next evening, I encountered Perry once more. I arrived early to prepare for the women's group. He stood alone in the corridor, organizing his books. Our gazes interlocked. He neither smiled nor spoke. Yet, that silence conveyed more than any sermon he had ever preached. I should have departed. Instead, I moved towards him. Whispered he. We can't keep going like this. In response, I murmured. Yet in your company, I feel more like a wife than I have in 5 years at home. That instant, that nearness, it was as if we were stoking a fire we both desired to extinguish yet couldn't. Just before I intended to speak up, Sean prepared to shatter something else. The truth lay bare. The evening of the dinner arrived. Clad in a black dress he once praised, I styled my hair and donned the perfume from our 10th anniversary. Gaze fixed on my reflection, I pondered how one so fractured could still feign wholeness. Sean arrived with flowers and an apprehensive grin. I know I made mistakes, he admitted. But I wish to mend things, Sherry. I nodded, smiled. Leet. The truth pulsated within me, about to erupt. The dinner was initially quiet, then turned serene. He reached across the table, grasped my hand, confessed his longing for me. He proposed counseling, yet his efforts seemed to aggravate the situation. Just as dessert was served, a pivotal moment occurred. My phone vibrated, displaying a brief text. Seeing you tonight shattered me. Tell me you felt it too. Perry. I stiffened upon seeing this. Sean sensed my discomfort and inquired. Everything all right? Panic ensued and I concealed the phone. Too late, I replied. He reached for it, read the message, and fell silent, a silence that echoed. His eyes, filled with shock, met mine without speaking. He took a 50 from the table, left without a word, and walked out. I trailed after him to the car, pleading, crying, seeking explanations that did not materialize. At home, he remained silent, entering the garage, locking the door, and ignoring me for 2 days. On the third day, an unexpected action unfolded. He went to the church and confessed everything. By Sunday, whispers filled the corners and stares focused on shoes within the congregation. During an unexpected board gathering, Perry resigned the same week. I became a spectral presence within my own church pew. Those who once embraced me now avoided eye contact. Friends ceased communication. Sean occupied the spare room. On one occasion, I entered the living room where he was sorting laundry and inquired, "Don't you despise me?" He didn't respond. Instead, he said, "You shattered something that can't be mended." I haven't seen Perry since. It was rumored that he departed from town. Some speculated he returned to Alabama, while others claimed he started anew elsewhere. Me, I remained. Not out of bravery or guilt, but because leaving would have felt too effortless. I now attend church each week, not as a woman craving acclaim, but as one who's come to comprehend compassion. Since suffering has a knack for making you truthful, and truthfulness inevitably comes at a price, what do you think? Was it poignant? Was it inexcusable? Or was it merely human? I invite your thoughts below, eagerly awaiting your response. Should this tale resonate with you or stir some emotion, kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your backing is instrumental in continuing these narratives. Until our next encounter, remain truthful, compassionate. Be cautious as your emotions guide you.